sejahtera kepada Madam Samsuliana. My name is Ching and my MATRIC number is A16A1260. Today, I would like to present my industrial training presentations in this video. I'm doing my industrial trainings at the companies of JD Pro Database Management and I'm as an assistant in this company. I would like to present about the company background of JD Pro Database Management. This company was established in years of 2017 and the company was founded by Ms. Chong and Shwu. The company will be established because of the owners of companies who is Ms. Chong thinks that it is the time that she should take her first steps to start up her own business and name it as JD Pro Database Management. Before that, she has gained a lot of experience, skills, and knowledge from the aspects of financial. She gained it all by working with different types of the company, such as the companies of travel, beauty, constructions, and so on. This is because she thinks that it is important to her by knowing different ways of solving the problems and completing the tasks given by the clients. And another reason is every account for the company has its own processing ways. Next is about the company profile. JD Pro Database Management is a sole proprietorship company. The company is engaging in the financial sectors and is providing the business management and advisory services to their clients. The company is located at Number 25, Jalan PN7, Taman Perindustrian Merdeka, Batu Berendam, 75350 Malacca. The company operates from Mondays to Fridays and the working hours is 8:30 a.m. until 6:30 p.m. JD Pro Database Management is a small company and they do not have the various types of departments like other companies. The other companies have the departments for marketing, operations, financials, and so on. But in the companies of JD Pro Database Management, they only has the departments for financial departments. The owner of the companies, who is Ms. Chong, is the director of the companies and she has only hiring the internship students and the part-time workers as her accountant assistant. The assistant will help the director to complete all the tasks given and assist the directors in the company. For the price of companies' products and services, JD Pro Database Management will only provide the services to their clients. There are various types of services provided by JD Pro Database Management such as accounting services, auditing services, payroll services, setting up SQL financials, accounting software, GST and AST services. Here are some of the explanations about the services provided. First is about the accounting services. The accounting services is including setting up the computerized accounting systems, preparations of management report for monthly, quarterly, or yearly, bank or account reconciliations, and the audit schedules, cash flow management and forecasting. Besides, it also including handle the employee claims and payments of the invoice, as well as the workers of the company will completing in these accounting works. Second is about the payroll services. The payroll services are including the calculations of monthly wages, the employees' overtime penalties, employee provident funds (EPF), employment insurance system (EIS), social security organization (SOCSO), and so on. Next is about services of setting out the SQL financial accounting software. These services are provided to the clients, those who are interested in using these systems. This is because not all the companies are using the same software to operate and manage their business. Therefore, JD Pro Database Management provided these services and will guide and teach the clients the right way of using this software. Now, I will explain about my job scope during my industry training at the companies of JD Pro Database Management. I have touched out a lot of job scope from the aspect of bookkeeping by using the SQL financial accounting software. The types of bookkeeping are including the data for cash sales, petty cash, payment vouchers, supplier or customer invoice and payments, bank reconciliations, filing the documents, and so on. What is SQL Financial Accounting Software? SQL Financial Accounting Software is an accounting software that packs a lot of useful features that tailor to enhance the business processes. The functions of SQL Financial Accounting Software are including the data collections and analysis, customizable reporting to switch with the business workflow, the inventory, commission calculations, and others. Learning SQL Financial Accounting Software will useful for me to complete all the tasks given by my industry supervisor during my industry training. There are some of the explanations about my job scope during my industry trainings. First is cash sales. Cash sales is a sales that the payment made through cash or bank. All the payment method will be settled by the clients in the bill book. My job is key in all the sales data from the bill book into the SQL Financial Accounting Software. Next is payment voucher. Payment voucher is recording all the transactions that the payment made through the bank or check. It can be used for various purposes such as invoice, memos, or receipt. Next is petty cash. Petty cash is a small amount of cash on hand for paying expenses, cash invoice, or others. All the transactions that related to the cash are recorded in SQL Financial Accounting Software as petty cash. Supplier or customer invoice and payments. It is related to the transactions for the suppliers or customers. It should be keyed twice, which are first is for the invoice, another one is for the payments. In the supplier or customer invoice, the accountant assistant should make sure that the related documents or the invoice should be provided by the clients as a record. For the parts of payments, it should make sure about the payment methods of the invoice. If the payment method of the invoice is through online banking, check, or cash deposit, the accountant assistant should make sure that the bank statement provider have the record of it. Next is about the bank reconciliation. Bank reconciliation is the last step of the accounting. In this part, it should mention about there is no out of standings at the last. Last is filing all the documents. Filing all the documents according to the accurate files and sort by the numbers of months. All the tasks above are some of my job scopes during my industry trainings. All the knowledge and skills gained from it are valuable and useful for me in the future. Along my industry training at the company's objective pro database management, I have a few contributions to the company. Even though that it is not a big contribution, but it can be said that it is a small contribution which can help the companies. I always try and do my best when completing all the tasks given as carefully as possible that I can. Besides, I also always make sure that all the tasks given are complete perfectly, which avoid from any mistake made. Why I should make sure of it? This is because all the tasks given are related to the fields of financials and it is more sensitive from the aspects of amounts or numbers. If there is a problem occurs because of my clearance, it may affect to the companies, whether it is from the aspects of operations or the management of the companies. Besides, I can handle all the tasks given by my industry supervisors and complete it all at the period given. I done all the tasks by using the knowledge learned, whether it is from my course taken in universities or learned from my industry supervisor. My industry supervisor, who is Miss Jerry Chong, has teach and guide me step by step on the way of completing all the tasks. I have taken all of it in the notebooks as a record for referring. When I'm facing the problems, I will refer to my notes or asking help from my supervisor. Even though I cannot judge and observe overall situations of the companies along my industry training, but I have observed some of the problems occurs in this company. The problems such as from the aspects of workers and working environments. Therefore, I have some of the suggestions I want to suggest to the company. First, I suggest that the company can hiring a stable and career-related employee. This is because the company is only hiring the internship students or the part-timer workers as her assistants to assist her. It may cause the company should teach and guide them step by step when there is a new workers come in, and it can be said that it is more time-consuming. If the company can hiring a stable workers, he or she can assist the company from various aspects. This is because he or she already know and understands the steps of completing all the tasks given, and it also can avoid for unnecessary problems occurs. Next, I suggest also about the working place and environments of the company. The company should provide a more suitable and comfortable working environment to their employees. This because the space of the office now is accommodated to inter-students with the directors of the companies in JD Pro Database Management. It can be said that the working place is limited and small. Therefore, a suitable and good working environment is important to the workers because it may affect to the productivity, attitudes, and quality of work done for the employees. Everyone will face their challenges or problems when they're doing anything. And as a new trainings, I also will face my challenges or problems during my industry trainings. The challenges faced will make me improve myself and gain the knowledge, skills, and experience from it. The first challenge that I face is I need to adapt into a new working environment. Different companies will have their own working environments or cultures. To make sure that I done all the tasks efficiently and perfectly, I should be familiar with and understand the company's working environments, all the ways and procedures. Familiar with it may help me along my industry trainings. Next challenges is the problem faced from the tasks given by my industry supervisors. All the trainees or workers of course will face their challenges or problems during their working periods. For example, I'm as a trainee in these companies. Almost all the tasks given are unfamiliar and didn't touch on before. This may cause a problem for me to complete it. What can I do is asking help from my industry supervisors and refer for my notes. Do it step by step teaching by my industry supervisors and try to solve the problems. Last challenges is the communications with my industry supervisors who is Ms. Jering Chong. It is tough for me when I face the problems during the periods of MCO for COVID-19. This is because I work from home and the communications with my industry supervisors can only through WhatsApp or voice call. I'm difficult to point out the problem faced compared to directly explain and show the problems in the office. Therefore, I think that the communications with my industry supervisors may be a problem and challenges for me during the periods of MCO. For the part of knowledge gain, I have experienced the office life at the companies of JD Pro Database Management during my industry trainings. I have also gained a lot of knowledge, skills, and experience from different aspects that related to the accounting. First, I have gained in touch and gained the experience in using SQL financial accounting software, and it is new for me. Through using SQL financial accounting software, I have enhanced my familiarity on accounting system which from the aspects to practice and input the financial data. Attentiveness is important to reduce the mistake made during the recording process. This is because each of the accounting and financial data are grouped in a proper accounting general ledger codes and have their own processing way. Besides, I have also gained the knowledge about the bookkeeping which is out of book I learned from my course takers in universities. The knowledge are more about how we differentiate the information type and the correct way to key into the systems. In bookkeeping, it has a lot of accounts that we can done by using SQL financial accounting software such as cashier's payment voucher, petty cash, bank reconciliations, and others. The time management is really important for an accountant. I have learned go to work on time and complete the works before deadline. Go to work on time can give a good impression to the supervisors and also trains our punctuality habits. Complete the works before deadline can avoid from the delay of work and improve our work efficiency. Lastly, the problem solving skills is one of the skills I have learned during my internship periods. When there is a problem occurs, I will refer to the previous accounting records either in hard copy or soft copy recorded in the software or asking help from my supervisor. In short, I always remind myself to work precisely instead of letting someone to correct my mistake. Through this industry training, I have gained a lot of experience, knowledge, and skills from JD Pro Database Management. I would like to thank to everyone who has support, guide, and helped me to complete my industry training. That's all for my industry training presentations. Thank you.